You're watching Let's Chat.
Parents, grandparents, and more, take note of this. If you have any interaction whatsoever with any sort of school-aged children, here is something you definitely should do coming up this Saturday. Mark Montrose is here with INFINITI of Chattanooga. Mark, good to see you. Shula Elliott down on the far side of the couch, and you are with Read 20. The two of you have come up with something I think that's pretty interesting for parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, anybody who has got any sort of relations with a young child. We're going to begin with the part about what you guys at INFINITI are doing as far as seat checking. A lot of times, these new child seats for kids are kind of adult-proof. These things are difficult to put in a car and make sure they're done right. You guys are going to take care of all that, correct?
That is correct. That's exactly what we want to show people when they come, is how to properly install it. I couldn't imagine buying a nice seat and taking it and then having it not installed correctly.
Right.
So we're going to spend some time doing that.
I'll tell you, being a relatively new grandparent, one of the other grandparents and I were trying to put a car seat in. It took the two of us a good 20 minutes to make sure that this was in, buckled, fastened, and everything else properly. There's a lot more to it than it appears to be.
Yeah, that's very true.
And you guys at INFINITI of Chattanooga will have someone from the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office on hand as well to make sure that everything is done just like it should.
That's absolutely correct.
All right. Now, Shula, tell me where Read 20 comes into play on this.
Because it's early childhood that we're taking care of with the car seats and the cars, we are going to be providing read-alouds and books at no cost to the parents of the children and to the children, if hopefully they are along, so they can pick out their fave.
All right.
And that's what we're there for.
There seems to be some interesting research that keeps coming out about you get children reading at an early age, and it gives them such an advantage, not just during school, but well into adulthood.
Right. They will become a reader if you read to them early and they have access to books that they can pretend they're reading or read, and they will be our future readers. And
all right.
that's a good thing.
Mark, tell me how the two of you came to partner up on this event.
Well, just knowing the community and really what the community is all about, bringing us together through the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office,
Right.
we thought it would just benefit to have the Read 20 program along with us, along with the Hamilton Sheriff's Office.
Sure.
So together as a community event.
It makes perfect sense. And again, going back to how complex some of these child seats can be in cars now. Let me, in addition to it being a law, it just makes sense. Booster seats reduce the risk of injury by 59% when it comes to young kids compared to seat belts alone. 59%. If you could do anything that doesn't take very long to do and improve your odds by 59%, why wouldn't you do it?
Absolutely.
Another interesting statistic, according to Safe Kids Worldwide, 4 out of 5 car seats are not used correctly. 4 out of 5. Why do you think that is? You're a car guy. Give us the insider's opinion.
It's really as simple as, you know, for a long time, people had to get used to putting a seatbelt on and making sure that seatbelt worked correctly.
Right.
And this is the same thing. We're just going to train people and teach people how to install that correctly. And there are different ways of installing those seats, and many of them are installed incorrectly because there's latches and the manufacturers have taken so much time
Right.
in finding the right locations to secure these seats properly. And it's just vital to show you.
Right. And the folks with the Sheriff's Office that will be there are certified in this technique. They can answer your questions about if the car seat should face to the rear of the car, if it should face to the front of the car, and a whole lot of other things like that. You're going to be there with a lot of books and providing a lot of kids the inspiration to read, so I think that's a great thing. Besides, what better thing to do for a kid in a car seat than pick up a book and read?
Right. And the
Right?
earlier the
Absolutely.
better.
And the earlier the better. We got to leave it there. Shula, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having
we
us.
appreciate you, Mark, as well.
Thank you.
Again, the event's coming up this Saturday at the INFINITI dealership on Lee Highway. If you'd like more information, you can check out facebook.com/events. Hang in there. We have more after this.